Hello Pokétrainers, and welcome again to Soul Moon! One of the most amazing feathers of playing Pokémon Gold, Silver and Crystal was to have an internal clock. When in the real life it was the 10 of the morning, the game was the 10 of the morning and the cities and roads from these games presented clear colors, representing the game was a day. And when in the real world was the 8 of the evening, in the game was the 8 of the evening too, and it was represented by darker colors simulating the night. However, sometimes this system may fail, or even you want to change the clock because you are in another time set. In this video, I'll explain to you how to change that internal clock in two ways, the short way and the long way. First of all, we can reset the time clock by accessing the hidden menu. To access this hidden menu, all we have to do is to go to the tail menu. In Pokémon Gold and Silver, in the title menu appear Horse Flying and Logia Diving, respectively. Here we have to press at the same time Down, Select and B. However, in Pokémon Crystal, the access was slightly changed. To access, we have to go to the title menu, where Suicune appears raining. Here we have to press at the same time Down, Select and B, just like in Pokémon Gold and Silver. However, the reset clock menu won't appear. At this point, while we are pressing these three buttons at the same time, while holding Select we have to let go of Down plus B, and press Left plus Up. Once done this, we have to let go of Select. And with this, we'll access the reset clock menu. However, it will require a password. And how to get that password? To begin with, we have to visit our trainer card. Here, we have to write down our name and if it's written in capital letters or lower letters, the amount of money you currently have, as well as the ID number. Once done this, we have two ways, the short way and the long way. Let's start with the short way. The short way is to use an external web calculator. In the description box below you have a link to one of those webs. All you have to do is to insert your game data and the web will give you the password. With this password, you will have to insert in the reset clock menu and then you will be able to reset the time. In this screenshot you can see the password for my game. Now let's go the long way, recommended for people who really like maths, and or is bored and have a lot of free time. In the long way, we'll calculate the password manually, so let's go! First of all, in the name we have to take the first 5 letters. For each letter, we'll transform it into numbers. Keep in mind the game differentiates between capital letters and lower letters. Here you have a table with the letters and their corresponding numbers. Pause the video if you wish and write down each number for each of the first 5 letters from the name you gave to your main character. Now, you have to add all these numbers. In my case, the name of my main character is Chris. All the letters are in capital letters, so the letter K has a number 138, the letter R has a number 145, the letter A has a number 136 and the letter S has a number 146. If we add all these numbers, the result is 565. Remember that if you gave a name to your main character that has more than 5 letters, then you only have to add the numbers corresponding to the first 5 letters, and forget the rest of the name. For example, if your name is Silver, then you have to calculate the first 5 letters, which are Sylvie, forgetting the rest of the letters, which in this case is the R. Now it's time for the ID number. With our ID number, we have to divide the ID number by 256, and we'll get a quotient and a remainder. With the quotient and remainder obtained, we have to add them, and then we'll get the number for the ID number. Keep in mind that if your ID number is greater than 55,535, then you'll have to subtract this number on your ID number, and with that result you'll have to divide it by 256, and after that add the quotient and the remainder obtained to get your number. In my case, since my ID number is less than 65,535, I don't have to subtract it, so I'll continue dividing my ID number by 256. For me, the quotient is 60 and the remainder is 70. Now, if we add 60 plus 70, the result is 130. Once done this, we have to check in our trainer card how much money we have with us. The money saved from our mom doesn't count. Here, we have to do the same operation that we did in the ID number part. If we have an amount of money which is more than 65,535, then we have to subtract our amount of money by 6,535 as many times as we get a number less than 65,535. And at that point, we have to divide that number by 256, and with its quotient and remainder obtained, we'll have to add them to get a new number. Now let's continue with my example. I have 492,615 of money, so I have to subtract 65,535 7 times, and my result is 36,870. Now all I have to do is to divide it by 256. The results for me are 132 for the quotient and 78 for the remainder. If we add them, the result is 210. Now we have three numbers: the one we obtained from the name given to our main character, the one given from the ID number, and the one given from the current money our save game has. All we have to do is to add these three numbers to get a new number. Because the password has to have 5 numbers, if you obtain a number with less than 5 numbers, all you have to do is to add as many zeros as are located on the left. Let's add the numbers from my example. In the name of my character, the result is 565. The result from my ID number is 130, and the result from my money is 210. If we add them, the final result for my game is 905, and since the password needs 5 numbers, I have to add 2 zeros on the left, and my password is 00905. Now it's a turn to go to the title menu, press the combination to access the reset clock menu, put the password we want, and voila! Now we can reset the time as many times as we want, only if the current amount of money isn't changed in our save game. In the case you spend or earn money, since you have a different value for the money, you should again calculate the part of the money and then add the results obtained from the player's name and the ID number. And with this, the secret mechanism used to know the password has been explained. Nowadays, most people play these games on emulators which use the real-time clock function, and in case it is not working properly, with the internet it is very easy to get the password. However, I wanted to make a video explaining how to calculate it manually. 20 years ago, this was the only option to change the clock. If you found this video interesting, please show it by leaving a big like and subscribing to watch more interesting content like this. See you in the next videos and have everyone a nice Poké Day!